Welcome again to Mommy J's channel. Welcome to another moment with your favorite mother, grandmother. And today I want to talk about financial issues, especially with young couples. It has been documented or observed, if I can put it that way, that finances is the single most cause of problems, quarrels, tensions within couples, especially those who are not stable financially. And there are many reasons for this, but I want to address myself to new couples within 2 years of marriage or 3 years of marriage, or within 0 to 5 years of marriage, as to why I want to give some reasons as to why they get into financial issues, why they get bankrupt, if I can put it that way, or why they get broke, as we the young people we say within a short period of their getting marriage. It's because you don't, generally it's because you don't budget or manage your finances well before and during the marriage. Okay, let me take a few examples. There are many. Number one, young couples nowadays, they throw an engagement party. Let me begin by saying that all the things I'm saying here are not bad. I'm not against them. But I just want to draw your attention to the fact that if you check your pocket, check your finances before you engage in any of these activities, so that at the end of the day, you don't get broke and start quarreling and fighting all over the place and saying, he's stressing me, she's stressing me, as people are always saying. So first of all, like I already mentioned, young couples or couples are about to get married, they throw, a lavish engagement party or an expensive one, or even if not a party, but some engage in big expenses when they're doing the engagement. That takes a lot of money. After that, they move on to the traditional wedding, something that is supposed to be simple, meet the people in the village on both sides, give them whatever token they want. But some people, it has become a very, very big event, and some people spend a lot of money. Even those who don't have enough, they go out of their way to look for money to spend for a traditional wedding, which is over and above their means at that time. From there, they move to the civil status registration, where they go to legalize, their marriage. And again, for some, it's a big event. They throw, a big reception or party in some cases. And I've witnessed cases where the reception after this event is just like the church wedding itself, very big, so to say. And then comes the church wedding, which for many is the main event. People really spend a lot of money for this church wedding. And of course, if, like I said, if you have the money, it's fine. But if you are struggling with finances, you're not too sure of the future of your finances, you should be careful. After the church money, there's the honeymoon. Some couples, even without the finances, they will go and borrow to go for a honeymoon is not a bad idea, but why don't you keep it simple? Why don't you, if you don't have the money, do what is with it. You are rich, because that's another big expenditure for some people. And thereafter, in a year's time, there is the wedding anniversary or the marriage anniversary, which to some must be celebrated in a grand style. Even if they don't throw a party, they must go somewhere exotic, travel out of the country. Now, the popular place is Dubai, or I don't know, some other country, Greece, as I hear, to go and celebrate their wedding anniversary. If you have the money, fine. But if you don't have the money, check sense. Think twice. And for those who are lucky to have the baby immediately, or when the wife gets pregnant, they start doing shopping for the baby. And it's not an easy task. You have to buy a lot of things that will take a lot of money. And again, some people, want to exaggerate. Even when they don't have enough money, they want to buy all kinds of things. Because your friends bought this for their babies, they too have to buy, and so on and so forth. And as the pregnancy progresses, when the sex of the baby can be identified, they now have a party for, what do they call it, revealing of the sex of the baby. I'm checking my notes. I have them all down here. Revealing the sex. So they want to reveal the sex of the baby. They throw a party. If it's not big, but they call people and you spend a lot of money. And to know whether it's a boy or it's a girl, they unveil. And people, get to know whether they're expecting a baby or a boy. It is good, but it's not very necessary if you don't have the money. Sometimes the surprise at birth is even more thrilling, more fulfilling than knowing the sex before time. As to the shopping, you can shop unisex. There are many babies' clothes for the first month. That is unisex. And then when the baby comes, you start buying sex-specific clothing for the baby. After revealing the sex of the baby, then there is a baby shower just before the baby is born. There's a baby shower, which is another big event. And in our days, we did not know about baby shower, but nowadays it's a imported or a foreign concept that many people are embracing, and they want to do it big. And when the baby comes, for us, or in our days, as I say, we used to have the celebration of the birth of the baby, what we call here born house, born house, which simply means, people go to the house where the baby has been born. It is programmed by the parents anyway. And then they celebrate the arrival of the new baby. We call it born house. And it's expensive too. It takes money, but it's optional. And after that, there's a baptism or christening of the baby. Very good thing to do, yes. But must you have a big party? Must you call everybody? Must you spend a lot of money for the baptism? If you have, fine. If you don't have, don't go and borrow, beg, or steal, as they say. Check sense. And of course, when the baby is 1 year old, there's a birthday party, which is only very natural. It's a good thing to celebrate, to thank God for the baby's 1 year. So, but again, it must not be a very, very big party. You must not call everybody who was there for the wedding, for the church wedding, to come for the birthday. Do it according to your means. Yes, so these are some of the main things that happen within the first 2 years when couples just get married. And in between, of course, there are other activities in which you have to participate financially. For example, illnesses within a family, your immediate family, or even extended family. There are birthdays of other friends and family. You get to Bang Jangi, there are anniversaries, there are funerals, there are baptisms too. You know, their friends' children, there are weddings too, just like the one you had. Like I said, you have to, one good thing deserve another, so you have to participate financially, and other extended family problems or issues from your parents and siblings and so on and so forth. So put all this together and see that if you are not wise, if you don't plan carefully, you just keep spending, especially if you don't have enough money, you don't have a lucrative job, you keep spending, keep borrowing. Sometimes you borrow Peter to pay Paul and keep go again and borrow Peter again to pay the other Paul, and you keep living in a circle of borrowing and paying back and borrowing, or debt, so to say. And pressure begins to set in, stress begins to set in, and you begin to argue or quarrel ever so often because of financial issues. Oh, money for food, money for this, money for that. So what I'm saying to you, my young people, is that cut your coat according to your cloth. Or is it according to your size, according to your pocket? Spend according to your pocket. So try to plan and foresee. Save first of all for what you want to do. If you cannot save, borrow wisely. And then, as the credit union says, save regularly, borrow wisely, and repay promptly to get out of debt, to invest, and to secure a better future for your family and even your extended family. Thank you for listening. And I'm sure somebody, some young couple somewhere would have learned something from this video. See you in the next video. This has been Mommy G.